Just in, Princess Leonor and Prince Christian stunned sin wedding outfit reveal bride and groom. The world expected elegance. They expected tradition. But Princess Leonor and Prince Christian shattered every expectation. The gowns, the suits, the choices. Royal fans are stunned. No one saw this coming. The palace was alive with whispers, cameras flashing, and anticipation crackling through the air. For months, the eyes of the world had been fixed on Princess Leonor, Spain's beloved heir, and Prince Christian, Denmark's charming future king. Today, they weren't just royals, they were a vision of love in motion. From the moment the first glimpse of Leonor's wedding ensemble emerged, the reaction was electric. This was not a dress designed merely to impress. It was a statement, a bold declaration that tradition and modernity can coexist in perfect harmony. The intricate lace, the delicate embroidery, each stitch told a story of heritage, yet hinted at a personal touch that no one had anticipated. And Christian, always poised, always composed, transformed the concept of a royal suit. Tailored to perfection, with subtle hints of Scandinavian influence, his attire radiated understated elegance. But it wasn't just the cut or the fabric. It was the confidence, the quiet joy, and the undeniable chemistry between the two of them that made every eye in the room linger. There were moments, captured between the cameras, clicks, that revealed the heart of their connection. A shared glance, a soft touch, a laugh that spoke louder than words. In a world of protocol and rigid expectations, these fleeting moments reminded everyone watching, this was love, genuine and unfiltered, wrapped in the grandeur of royal tradition. But the surprise didn't stop at appearances. Guests whispered about subtle deviations from royal norms, choices that hinted at personal beliefs, family dynamics, and even quiet rebellion against centuries-old expectations. Leonor's veil, for instance, carried symbols of her family lineage but was styled in a way that modernized its classic silhouette. Christian's cufflinks bore tiny emblems that honored Danish heritage but were unseen by most, known only to the closest circle. These were whispers of intimacy, invisible threads connecting their personal story to the public spectacle. And as the couple moved through the hall, a hush fell over the assembly. Every step felt choreographed, yet natural, like watching history being written in real time. Each guest, from distant cousins to global dignitaries, felt the emotional gravity. Not just the union of two royals, but the merging of two worlds, two cultures, and two legacies. Outside, the public waited, their eyes straining for a glimpse. Social media exploded in real-time reactions, awe, admiration, and a hint of envy. But amid the frenzy, the couple's focus remained unshaken. For Leonor and Christian, the day wasn't about headlines or viral moments, it was about each other, and the lifelong promise made in front of witnesses both near and far. And yet, curiosity lingered. Behind the flawless appearances, what tension simmered? Every royal wedding has stories untold, the compromises, the debates, the quiet negotiations between duty and desire. How did they decide on these bold fashion choices? Which family traditions were honored, and which were quietly reinvented? The answers were subtle, woven into gestures, glances, and the artistry of the outfits themselves. The ceremony itself unfolded with breathtaking precision. Candles flickered, music swelled, and the atmosphere shifted from anticipation to reverence. The vows, spoken softly but with conviction, bridged history and modernity. When Leonor and Christian exchanged rings, it was more than a symbol of commitment. It was an affirmation of identity, culture, and mutual respect. Each gesture, small or grand, resonated deeply with every witness present, binding hearts in ways beyond protocol. Later, in private moments captured behind palace walls, the couple shared quiet reflections. Family elders, observing from discreet corners, noted how Leonor's smile softened centuries of regal formality, and how Christian's steady gaze anchored moments of tension. These intimate dynamics revealed a side of royalty rarely seen by the public: vulnerability, humor, and genuine human connection. The reception that followed was nothing short of spectacular. Tables adorned with florals that blended Spanish vibrancy with Danish restraint, menus that honored both culinary heritages, and a dance that felt simultaneously intimate and cinematic. Every detail spoke of meticulous planning, yes, but also of personality. This wasn't a wedding dictated solely by tradition, it was a celebration of love, partnership, and shared vision. Yet the most captivating moments were those fleeting, almost imperceptible ones, the way Leonor's gown caught the light during the first dance, how Christian subtly adjusted a cufflink to match a hidden symbol, the laughter exchanged over a whispered inside joke. These were the moments that social media couldn't fully capture, that history books would remember, and that royal fans would debate for years to come. Questions emerged almost immediately after the reveal. Which designer created the bold ensemble choices? How much of the styling reflected personal taste versus advisory influence? How did these decisions impact family relations and diplomatic optics? Each answered question sparked another curiosity loop, keeping the global audience riveted. By the end of the evening, one truth became undeniable: Princess Leonor and Prince Christian had achieved something extraordinary. They honored the weight of history while imprinting their unique identity. They celebrated love not as a spectacle, but as a living, breathing narrative. They reminded the world why royal weddings capture imaginations, not merely for grandeur, but for the profound human stories at their core. Even as the night drew to a close, the world continued to watch, dissect, and marvel. Every outfit detail, every choice, every shared smile became part of a story larger than fashion or ceremony. It was the story of two young royals, defining the future of monarchy in real time, and leaving a lasting imprint on hearts worldwide. And long after the cameras faded and the palace lights dimmed, one image remained: Leonor and Christian, hand in hand, radiant and poised, a testament to love, courage, and the enduring power of breaking expectations without losing oneself.